Welcome
I don't have my headphones on yet.
to Two Tunes Pod. Yeah, you didn't do it. Here, I'll turn on the click so you can understand.
No, I heard you. I heard it. Why? Oh, because you're going so slow.
Yeah, it's just a click.
67 beats per minute. Shouldn't we be at 68 beats per minute?
I don't know what episode it is.
It's episode 68.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'll
You owe me one for telling you that. Just so you know.
I owe you one what? One episode?
Just for
one special episode?
I owe you one for telling me that.
I owe you one special episode.
Yeah. Why do I still sound echoey?
I don't know.
Does it sound like that to the listeners?
It doesn't.
Write in and let us know if I sound echoey.
Trust me, it doesn't.
Okay. That's my chair.
So
what do we do here?
We talk about two tunes.
Yeah. Bo shoves half a Milky Way in his face and then starts talking on the microphone.
Obviously. And I also crinkle stuff.
Yeah.
Papers.
Let's talk about two tunes. We've been doing it for
68.
Now 68 episodes.
Yeah. I didn't do any research into anything.
I did research on your song.
Good. Because it's a good song.
Did you know it's a cover?
No, it's not.
It's a cover song.
It's not a song.
It's a cover song.
It's not a cover song.
It's a cover song.
It's not a cover song.
It is.
No, you think it is, but it's not. Trust me. I know because I thought it was a cover song too.
Oh, okay.
But it's not because if you look all the way down at the bottom here, it says, oh, look.
Written by her, not by those other people. Oh.
Well, there's two other people, but...
They're not Tammy Wynette and...
No. There is another song called Two-Story House.
Yeah.
That is not this song.
But it's the same concept.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's the idea is that they're examining their... Are you first this week?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, well, we can talk about your song.
Yeah.
But the story...
There's no beginning banter.
No, we're right in. The story of the song is that it's telling... Oh, there we go.
Did it go away for you?
Yeah, it went away.
I didn't do anything. I seriously didn't do anything.
Anyway, but the story of the song in both examples is that the house tells two stories and not just it's that a two-story house.
Yeah.
So
that's why I like it.
Okay.
My one of my guitar students who is a country singer, and when I say country singer, I really she goes to Nashville, every month, and does writing sessions and stuff like that.
Sweet.
So
I'm not a country fan.
I'm not a huge country fan. You got to like certain this country song is good.
I'm not a country hater. I used to be, and then I came around more of no. There's within every genre. Were
you a jazz snob at one point?
No. I've never been knowledgeable
Charles Cornell
enough to be a jazz snob.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you at home know? Do you at home know? Not you at home, but the people who are listening.
Do they know what?
Do they know what you're talking about?
What am I talking about? What are we talking about?
About being a jazz snob.
Oh, with Charles Cornell?
Yeah.
I don't know if they watch.
By the way, everyone go to Charles Cornell's Instagram. Go all the way back and look at the first picture he posted.
Yeah.
And then just watch his most recent video.
Yeah.
And then be like, are those the same guys?
Yeah.
It's really weird. Anyways.
I've fallen out of love with his videos.
It's just kind of like, I love this thing.
It's so samey. Yeah, and he can't be critical, which I get. You don't want to rip stuff, but I don't know. It's just very...
oh my God, the flat six. It's so great.
Yeah.
It's it's also the entire film is those two chords in the same key.
Yeah. Anyway.
I listened to it because
I haven't seen whatever his most... I don't think.
He was talking about Batman.
Oh, then no.
The Batman. Did you watch The Batman?
I did. I liked it.
I watched it on Friday by myself.
Yeah.
In the theater by myself. It wasn't by myself. There was one other person in there.
Oh, okay.
It was me and one other guy.
I mean, I was by myself when I went, but there was
there were other people.
Yeah.
They just weren't with you.
Yeah.
I went by myself, and there was one other person.
That has happened to me numerous times. It might happen to me tonight. I'm going to see Morbius.
Yeah.
Which I don't really want to see, but I'm a completist because I heard it's bad. And I didn't have high expectations to begin with. It still sounds weird in my headphones.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway.
It's not going to anybody else but us.
You said that once before.
No, what I said was they'll never hear the announcements.
Oh, yeah, and they totally heard the announcements.
And it totally heard that, but the echo that's happening is because of how we're recording it.
Fair enough. Anyway, I might be the only one seeing Morbius tonight.
Okay. Totally in the theater.
Maybe. Because it's been out for a couple weeks. It's bad, apparently, and
number one movie in the world.
I mean, it was for a weekend, but
because it didn't go against anything.
Yeah. But like Fantastic Beasts is out today, so like a bunch of people go see that.
So when I went there to see that film, anyways, it's the same. It's the same B flat minor to G flat major.
Sure.
And it's just that the whole time.
Yep.
Because that's like the Batman theme for that film. It's just going from these two. And like, it's about Batman, so you got to use his theme. But the theme is just two notes back and forth, or two chords back and forth, which are very similar to the Imperial March.
Oh, okay.
Because every time I hear it, and then also Something in the Way, where it plays at the beginning and it plays at the end, which uses the same minor third.
Right. Which I assume they kind of...
Which actually I'm thinking now, would it be B flat because it tuned down? Anyways, doesn't matter.
I have an idea for...
Have we covered Nirvana yet? Have I covered Nirvana? I mean, we covered a cover of Nirvana.
No, we've not done actual Nirvana song, I don't think.
Well, guess what? Switching it up. No.
I have the very smallest idea of a musical, which is it's kind of like a ripoff of Last 5 Years in a way, but just where it's basically like two characters and like they don't really have names, which is also kind of a ripoff of Once, which is like just like guy and girl, or like she and him, or whatever.
Everything is a remix.
Yeah,
you're just taking the more ideas you mash together, the more, in air quotes, original it is.
But I have this Post-it note in my office on like a shelf stuck to it, or not Post-it. It's like a whatever. It's a card that's like stuck, but it has her theme and his theme, and I'm pretty sure they're both just two chords.
Okay.
I haven't really like revisited it in about 5 years, probably.
Okay, you should get to work on that.
I should, but the whole idea is that it's two people telling the same story from different perspectives, which is quite literally the last 5 years. The twist. Do you know the last 5 years?
No, I don't.
The twist there, though, is that it takes place over 5 years, and one starts at now, and one starts at 5 years ago, and then they work their way. Yeah,
we had talked about that on the Poe episode because I was talking about Poe's brother. And he wrote a book.
Oh, House of Leaves.
That was a book.
Right.
It was Only Revolutions is where there's two characters that, and you flip it around because like 360 is like the idea of that.
Okay.
And cool. Like there are 360 pages. There are 360 words on a page. So it's time consuming.
Yeah.
It's just not like I'm not going to write a story.
Right.
I'm going to write a story plus.
Yeah.
So. Two-story house. He kind of explained it already, where two stories in a house, not a cover song.
Yeah, apparently.
At least not this one. So it's by Lainey Wilson.
Yeah.
Who as I said, the only reason I know it is because of my guitar student who's like she was practicing it. It's part of her set.
Oh, cool.
And she's trying to learn guitar. Obviously,
she's
taking guitar lessons. She's pretty good already. She just needs to learn F chords and B chords, right?
Oof,
like bar chords.
That's why I stopped
which are the
playing
hardest.
Guitar, because I can't do.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I can get C, I can get G, I can get everything but an F chord and a B chord."
Yeah,
and then you're just like, "Yeah, I'm going to stop." That's the first.
And like
giant
bar chords
wall.
in general, this is just my very like rudimentary guitar knowledge, but like if you can master bar chords, you're set. Right?
Yeah,
because then
100%.
you can just play anything.
Yeah,
like a bar chord.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's the hardest part of the
and
guitar.
that's the part that I got to and was like, can't do this.
It's lame.
There's something my left side of me I think is like just jacked up. Like when I go to play drums, my left hand sucks. When I go to play piano, my left hand sucks. When I go to play guitar, my left hand sucks. Like,
gotcha.
I don't know.
I'm gonna start this.
Cool. I did notice as I listened, because I listened to the other two-story house. I was like, boy, this sounds like a totally different song.
Because it is. Like, I think country songs are great because of the lyrics. And I don't want to make the comparison that it's like it's similar to rap because it's all about the lyrics, but it kind of is. It's just on a completely other side.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and it's related to folk music, which is the same.
Yeah. 3 chords and the truth.
Yeah. Which is kind of what my song's about too this week. It's kind of a couple of chords and just storytelling. Yeah. She's a little too twangy for me.
Oh yeah,
but I don't mind it as much.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I listened to a whole album of hers if I would be as into
I
it.
wouldn't.
But the singing's good, and like again the songwriting and storytelling is really good.
Yeah, the reason I chose it wasn't because of like, oh, it's a country song, it's awesome. It's like totally 100% the lyrics.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Which we're talking over as we always do, but go back and listen to them.
And also they have the whole like pop structure of like, right now it's just been the first verse and the chorus, just guitar and vocals. Now, guitar, vocals, electric guitar, and drums and bass as well.
Drums
so it's like
with,
it just get a little
brushes.
Yes, I love how it's like stirring the pot.
It is. Some harmony, Bose phone.
Yes, just all builds up. It's great. Leading into the next section, which is really just the chorus again.
Same stars, hung our blue jeans in the same breeze in the same backyard. And how can two kids with the same reason wind up on such different pages? We all got different callings. Yeah, I guess that's why they call it a two-story.
Now, who's the two people in this story to you?
Her and her sister.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of just tells you that right in the first verse.
Does she? I missed that, I guess.
Yeah.
How can two kids with the same reason wind up on such different pages? We all got different.
I think at first I thought it was like a love song kind of thing. Maybe I just missed that part. But then obviously when she's about two kids. But then there's part of it that could almost be like, what if it's like her and her mom who grew up in the same house? It's not that, but...
Yeah.
A two-story house.
Yeah, it's just nice, man.
It's a nice little 3-minute, 3:17 banger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I hate that term. It just means like, it's a good song.
Yeah. Banger to me, like, is like...
You got the gooseneck
you're
going.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, then it wouldn't be a
jumping around
banger.
or whatever, yeah.
Would it be a vibe then? Is that the opposite?
It's a vibe. Is
Yeah.
that what we're saying now? Yeah, I don't know. It's really nice. It's sweet. Would you listen to more of her?
I haven't, so no.
Okay.
Like, I just like that song.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
it's cool. And I've only listened, like, I'm like, as we were choosing songs this week, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll do this one.
Yeah.
But then, like, recently I've discovered like 3 or 4 bands that I'm like, yeah, these guys are going on the podcast.
Well, that's fine. That's why we do more than
Yeah.
one episode. Why is this not working? There we go. Yeah, I like it. Mine is also very singer-songwritery. My tune. Do you know Tippi McGarry?
No, what do you know about this already?
The song or the artist?
Both.
Very little.
Okay, what do you know about this song?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Not really.
Do you know who wrote it?
I mean...
Besides her?
Is it her cousin?
Who's her cousin?
Oh my god, his name just went right out of my head. Frank Turner.
Okay.
Did they write it together?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I found out about her. I think maybe I was trying to go back and find the original post that I saw from him. It might have been on his he posts a lot on Facebook actually. And it might have been on there where he was like, "Oh yeah, my cousin's got a new song out," but he may have mentioned also I helped write it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it definitely has
right at the beginning. The first verse, the first, beginning of the song is total. I'm like, this sounds like Frank Turner. And then I'm like, it says Frank Turner and Tippi McGarry.
Is it McGarry? There's no extra R in there. I believe you. I just can't see.
Garry.
Tippi McGarry. My apologies.
What do you think, McGray?
I said McGarry. I think.
Oh, you thought, yeah.
There's a guy. His name's not that either, but it's close. There's a guy I know named McGrory, which again, so that's where my head went. So sorry, Tippi, but yeah, that's their cousins.
Okay. So that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought it was really weird because I looked her up and I'm like, okay, written by Frank Turner. I'm like, oh, cool. It sounds like Frank Turner. Totally makes sense. Or at least the first part. And then I'm like looking at her on Instagram because it's weird. It's meta because it's saying, look at like the song's called Pictures of Your Insta. And she follows Frank Turner, but Frank Turner doesn't follow her. Oops. So I'm like, are you giving him credit because you stole something from him?
Yeah.
Or like, what's the connection?
Yeah.
It's like, did he really help you write this? But from what you're saying, well, they're cousins. So it's like, well, obviously then.
Yeah.
But why don't you follow your cousin on Instagram? Come on, Frank Turner.
And also, I don't know if they're actually cousins or if it's like that, like colloquial.
Like we grew up together.
Yeah. Like.
But she seems really young. Like a lot younger than her.
Try searching in his. Can you do that? Can you?
Can you search what?
User-friendly. Like search something on somebody else's page. I don't think you can do that.
I don't know. I'm going to start this song though. Is that okay? Can you do that?
Oh, the pictures from last winter on your Insta, not in frames.
The delivery of this is 100%.
Pause for a second. January 6th. Frank Turner's.
22?
Yeah, Frank Turner's thing. You're going to like this. All caps. Stop what you're doing. Ahem. My amazing young cousin, Tippi McGarry, wrote a song which I produced, and it's a stone cold banger. That's so funny.
This one I would probably say that, because like at the beginning it sounds very folky, it sounds very Frank Turner-esque, and then it like goes into kind of a pop territory.
Yeah. And he has also posted about her a couple more times. One was October 2020 when she apparently wrote her first song. He said, woke up to surprising and excellent news that a young cousin of mine has written, recorded, and released her first song. And it's bloody excellent. And then October 2021, he says, my cousin has a new song out and it's a total banger.
All right.
On the inside, all my butterflies were burnt by our hot rage, and the ashes of the creatures in my stomach, they remain. Guess it serves as a reminder not to fall for love of fame, and the pictures on your Insta, they don't mean a thing. Post the story, say we're over.
I don't love the drum beat all the time.
Okay.
It fits most of the time. It's obviously just like a loop or something that they programmed in, but like this sounds very much DIY.
100%.
In like a great way though. Like, you know, like the harmonies I think are just her.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It is. It's really
like
good.
It's punk rock.
Yeah.
Said you loved me, did you really?
I don't think I listened to it enough in headphones.
Okay. Get all the little nuances and stuff, yeah.
Cause we kept it in the comment section. Never felt just seen. You can run off to the Daily Mail and do a piece on me.
And Daily Mail probably only is understood by a certain group of people. Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty famous newspaper, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, if you're in the middle of America, sure, probably like, what's the Daily Mail?
Yeah.
Like, I get the Daily Mail.
Yeah. To me, it's just an example of like good, simple songwriting that's very effective. Right? Like,
yeah.
Harmonically, not super complex.
Yeah, it's super simple. It's 4 chords.
Repeating a lot of lyrics.
Huge.
In different ways.
Huge amount of repeating this.
Yeah, just this line.
Yeah.
Which is Frank Turner-y.
Yes.
As well.
Just that line is really cool. Just like say it more aggressively. And they don't mean a thing is kind of like the hook.
Yeah.
Said you loved me, did you really? 'Cause you never said it to me.
It's a very modern song too, just like how Instagram is bullcrap and doesn't mean anything, and like I like think too, like we kind of kept it in the comment section, like we never really got serious, but you're saying this stuff to me, and it's interesting.
Let's drag that ending out just a little bit longer. No, I like it.
Yeah. I keep meaning to go back and listen to more of her stuff.
Is she one of
those? She
those?
doesn't have a ton of albums.
Yeah, that's I.
Tippi McGarry.
It's
4 songs.
4 songs. I hate that. I hate it because if you like something, you want more of it. Like the two.
But again,
bands,
she's been writing songs apparently for like a year and a half now.
Yeah,
so she's got 4. Like
good. There's 3 bands that I just added.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, like what I added was from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and like they've got tons of new music, which is like, oh, this is great. Like I like this old record. Let me see what they listen to sound like now.
Yeah.
And there's tons, so I can be like, I like this, and then I can dive in and explore the world versus like, oh, thanks for showing me that picture.
Yeah.
On your Insta.
From last winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is short.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just 2 solid songwriting.
2 solid bangers.
Bangers with a Z.
Yeah.
It's cool. So you don't want to listen to more Lainey Wilson.
It doesn't really intrigue me. That song is like, it's really good lyrically, but I don't like the style.
Mm-hmm.
The twang country. It's not like...
Is your student very twangy?
No. She's like more soulful. You're going to ruin that. Don't do that. More... She's not. She's got a little bit of twang. She could totally switch to like being pop in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Cool.
But then she's another one. It's like, I only got 4 songs or 3.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay. Put out more music. Put out an album.
Yeah, but it's not the model.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was just listening to an interview with Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah.
On WTF. It was really interesting. She's just like a fan, man, of like music and stuff. It's so cool. She'd be like, oh, and this person, like they were so great and whatever. A lot of it were like blues artists and stuff because that's her big influences. But it was interesting to hear her talk about, I forget which record label she was on, but it was like her and Van Morrison and like Little Feat, maybe like somebody else, like a bunch of like people that basically like at the time in the 70s or whatever, it was like, okay, we've got these people over here that we know they're going to sell big time and make, we're going to make money off of singles and we're going to make money off of this and whatever. And then these other people over here, like a Bonnie Raitt, we're going to keep producing them and they're going to like eventually get us money in the long run.
Artist development.
Sort of, but just more like she was established at that point, but it just was like, no, we know that these people are going to make like albums and they're going to be, like, I'm not describing it well, but like just that, again, these people we know are going to make albums and they're going to be with us for the long term and they're just going to kind of always do this stuff. And then like these other people, more like flavor of the week kind of thing. Okay. Like we'll make our big bank on these guys right now, and then no one's even going to know who they are next year. But Bonnie Raitt will still be here. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But there was like a switch at some point, I think in like the late 70s or 80s maybe, where they just were like, well, what if we only had people that made us bank right now?
Oh, yeah.
But again, then you forget about it in like a year or whatever.
Because they got rid of artist development.
Okay. Is that...
That's the idea, is like you get people... Yes, you have to... The business model is that you have like 2 groups. You have people that are hot right now, going to make me tons of money right now.
Right now,
and it doesn't matter what they do because they're just going to make me money.
Yep.
And then you have these other artists who are like, you're really, really good. Or the potential is there to be really, really good, to be like one of those people or like the long lasting. So what we're going to do is we're going to like give you money and like we're going to work with you and develop you as an artist.
Right.
Now this is artist, not like singer-songwriter type of thing, which most people are going towards anyways. But in that, and then they've kind of just gotten rid of that because it's costly to do that, and you're gambling on everything. Where with Instagram and with TikTok, you can find a star in a second, and then you just push a ton of, like, not even a ton, you just push a little bit of money into them, and then they'll recoup a lot of that money, and then you throw them away.
Yep.
Versus, like, I can see the potential in you, and we're going to put a lot of money over the amount of time that it would take for you to get that fan base and all this. And because it takes so long, because it costs so much money, major record labels aren't willing to do that because it's all about money. It's not about like growth and being like, let's work with these people. And also like record labels just kind of like clean house and people who's like, I got an idea. I worked I own a whatever, like choose your person. I'm thinking of, what's his name? Bronson?
Bronson?
Charles
Bronson.
Is it Charles Bronson? The guy who run Virgin Airlines?
Oh, no, not even close. What's that guy's name?
Anyways, or maybe Branson.
Richard Branson.
Branson. It was close. Richard Branson.
I'm going to go with Action Bronson.
I think he owned other things before he went into like, I'm going to start my own record label. But he would, anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Cowboys and Indies. There's a book that I have. It's called Cowboys and Indies, and it's about like it's just the history of the record company, and it talks about all these big people. And like, there's people who like know things and can grab people, but sometimes somebody comes in and just like, I want all these people gone, and then they hire new people, and these new people have only like worked in other companies. Like, oh, I did really well in sales for cars, and it's like, okay, but this is the music industry. The product is music, not cars. Different people want cars than what is popular in music.
Yeah.
So that's our short episode today.
That's okay.
Probably next week too.
That's okay. In between though, right?
Yes, we're gonna have I believe, because this one comes out on the 19th, and I think that we're going to do a special episode on the 21st, I think.
21st or 22nd, something like that.
I think it's going to come out on the 21st. We'll figure that out when we record it.
You'll just be excited when you get a second episode.
In the week, yeah. So the next episode will be a special episode of things we've never done before. And we're going to screw it up.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
It'll be great.
It's not going to be... I mean, it is going to be like this, but it's not going to be like this at all.
Yeah, it's not a normal episode. It's a special episode.
Special episode number 1. Maybe we'll do more.
Maybe.
I don't know, but we'll see you next week.
Right.
Well, technically, we'll see you in a couple days.
Yeah. Find us on all the things. Facebook. Insta at Two Tunes Podcast. Send us an email. twotunespodcast@gmail.com. Yeah.
We're in the Discord where things get announced earlier. And you can partake in the conversation of things, like how Christian really, 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 really hates the fruit bats.
Yeah, not a big fan.
Not a big fan at all. Anyways, We'll see you next week.
Bye.